We're live, it's Neil Atkinson. We are at Metro Cola. Or what's its name, Josh?
Metrocola.
Marvellous. How are we feeling about Metrocola?
Fucking knobhead.
The worst people alive all of a sudden stood either side of you, Rob.
We say Metro Cola.
We say Metro Cola since 1936. Do bear that in mind. We're very pleased to be here, as will be the case. Good Lord, I've just spilled some beer, but it'll be fine. There's more to come on that front and on other Anfield Wrap fronts as well. Rob, the big thing from yesterday, it isn't what Manchester City do to Manchester United. That was the most obvious thing in the world, what Manchester City do to Manchester United. You could have written it down beforehand. The surprise is what Burnley end up getting at Chelsea. And that today, there was no way today wasn't big. But the idea of getting to the end of these first 11 games into this international break and Liverpool only 1 point behind Chelsea would be wonderful.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm Chelsea skeptic. I stand by my record on this one, which is a record that exists on thin ice.
No. There is actually, I think there is a schism from the people I talk to about football, and there's a marked position. There's not many people who are Chelsea agnostic.
Yeah.
There's Chelsea believers and there's Chelsea skeptics.
Yeah.
There's people who feel as though they've got the 85 plus point season in them, 90 plus point season in them, and there's those who just think there'll be too many things that happen like that Burnley game. And you've been saying for a while they are going to draw.
They looked... Firstly, Tuchel, I don't think, has proven himself as an elite manager. I think he's a good manager. I don't think he's proven himself. There was a sort of starting point.
The Champions League.
Now, but until that point, where he's given one of the richest squads in world football, right? And they dogged their way to it. They're not the best. Let's put it this, they win it, but they're not the best team in Europe.
No.
What else would I say about them? They run at a 2 points a game average between Tuchel coming in and the end of last season.
Yeah.
There's a load of draws. There's a 7 or 8 match league sequence there when people are still lauding his winning Champions League games, where he only wins 2 out of 7, something like that. And you look at them and you think they're kind of blunt at times. I thought they're better suited to the bigger games, maybe than against the bottom 13. Yeah, occasionally they can flat track bully. They do beat Palace. Who they beat 7-0 the other week? Somebody shite.
Yeah.
Norwich, that was it. But everyone has beaten Norwich. Well, he got to 35 before they scored, I think, yesterday. And I thought, yeah, I wasn't watching it, but I thought they're struggling to break them down. I sort of could see it happening.
You felt there was something in the air.
Yeah. And then when Rafi calls me down from upstairs and goes, Dad, Burnley have equalised, I went, knew it.
The confirmation bias of it.
Yeah.
It is, I do still feel, Josh, and I will always feel in this era, and I think Manchester City feel it the other way. Finish ahead of Liverpool, finish ahead of Manchester City, you should be in the area for X or Y. Last season being an exception from our point of view, from Manchester City's point of view. City yesterday, I thought they were excellent against United, but what are they actually beaten at this point? The whole game went exactly as it was scripted beforehand.
Yeah, and it was interesting sort of listening to the commentary and the punditry in particular yesterday around the City game. I think it was Gareth Neville who basically said this is effectively what City will do. He said Liverpool have killers up front, but it's the City side who won't necessarily kill you off, and I think that's similar to Chelsea really. I think what's going to let both those sides down this season, and it's interesting around the Lukaku signing now, he's going through a bit of a goal drought, or has gone through a bit of a goal drought, and now an injury, and all of a sudden Chelsea look a much more sort of human side. I feel they're both teams who, as you say, you can pick up 85 points, 90 points. They're teams who can go on runs. They're teams who can beat anybody on their day, but they're not going to always sort of cut teams open in the way Liverpool are, and that's where you sort of hope and think that Liverpool have the advantage this season.
That's why today, that's what we want today, I think, Josh. What I want to see today is a Liverpool side that is quite ruthless and relentless against West Ham. I think there is the room. Listen, I'll take any 3 points. I'll take the dirtiest 3 points imaginable, don't get me wrong. But there is a room, I actually think, to send a bit of a message. To rock up to West Ham's ground, whatever the fucking hell it's called. And from that point, go 3-0. Do something where everyone's left going, oh Christ, if they're going to West Ham, to Moyes' well-organised West Ham, and doing that, they can go anywhere bar Chelsea, bar City, and do that. And then if you're Chelsea or City, you're thinking, well, we can't do that, but they can.
Absolutely, and West Ham are a side who are getting good press at the moment, aren't they? David Moyes is getting a lot of good press for sort of the way he's managed them, and fair play, they are a side that seem quite hard to beat. They're a side who seem like they can play football as well. Liverpool have been to West Ham's ground, whatever you call it, as you say, for a few seasons now, and it's always felt like a big place to go. The London Stadium.
Yes, the London Stadium of Light.
Who do they think they are? The London Stadium. There's loads of stadiums in London, lads. Loads of stadiums in London.
Was it called
Leighton Orient have got one.
Loads of better ones, I should add, Neil, as well.
I would have called it the Olympic Stadium because it was the Olympic
Yeah,
Stadium.
yeah,
And if you're giving it
Stadio
the big,
Olimpico.
Yeah, exactly. If you're giving it the big one, we
wanted
the
to stamp
Olympic,
their
don't
identity on
we?
it,
The
didn't
fucking
they?
Olympic
Might as well
Stadium.
have called it the Cockney Stadium. Just stamp
Yeah.
it that little bit more. It feels like, you know, the last few years we've been there and got big results. They have been big results. Arsenal have just scored. Smith Rowe in the background there.
It's all right.
We're playing
the
them next.
manic of that.
I don't like teams even slightly on form with
But
them.
That's a fair point.
But this is the thing I was going to say is Liverpool have become hope killers, and you know, I'm sure we'll kill Arsenal's hope next week as well, or next time we play them in a couple of weeks' time after the international break. And this is a West Ham side who are full of hope at the moment, and Liverpool can take all that away from them, and that's what I want Liverpool to do today. Absolutely.
Gonna win?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think we are. I think 3-0 again.
3-0. There we go. Excellent stuff. Let's hope so. Listen, we'll do something. We'll do a video when the team news comes out. I wouldn't expect that many changes. We will also obviously have everything you need on the Anfield Wrap pre and post match. I mean the clock's ticking. If you're not listening to everything yet, you guys fucking get a wriggle on. Post, on the other hand, listen, it's open, it's eternal, and it's an international break to come. So do subscribe to the Anfield Wrap, theanfieldwrap.com/subscribe. We'll be around for you though as quickly as we can be after the game.